Oh, there you are, YouTube. Do. Subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. Hey, I think it's about time we do a random ranking. I say it's about time like I haven't just like posted, 400 of them. But anyway, we're going to do a random ranking today. We're going to go to my movie collection behind me and pick out 3 movies at random and then rank those movies based on whatever criteria sort of bubbles up from those films. So I'll rank them here in the video, but if you'd like to rank them in the comments below, please feel free to do so. Then I'll dive into that comment section and then we'll talk cinema. I know I'm super late with getting to the comments. Every day I'm replying to a few. I'm hoping to catch up and be on time with like the latest ones that are dropping. It's taken me a while, but I'll get there. I was on vacation. I wasn't on on my phone very much during it, so that's why I fell really behind. But anyway, let's get to picking those movies and then rank them together. Should we do whatever this one is? I think that sounds good. Maybe something here, whatever that one is. And then, I don't know. This area looks like it hasn't been touched much. Let's see what they are. We got to make sure I've seen these movies, because if I haven't, then we need to swap them out. Oh, cool. All right, here we go. First, we have Solaris. Now, this is the one, the American version by Steven Soderbergh, and I actually like this movie. I used to watch this movie a lot. I used it as a background film a lot of the time, just because I like the sort of ambient score that's happening. Is the score? Maybe it's just I'm trying to remember now. It's been a while since I've watched it, but back when I was in college, I was watching it all the time. So I think there is sort of an ambient score, but also sort of the diegetic sound of the ship that they're on, just like this little hum that happens. You notice that in, it's probably in all the Star Trek films, or television shows, but I really noticed it in Next Generation. When I was watching Next Generation, you have this, like the hum of the engine. It's very soft, but it's wonderful, and it makes that show such a wonderful show to fall asleep to. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm not saying Star Trek Next Gen is boring. It's just, it has a type of coziness to it, and I love that. But yeah, this movie is kind of like it's a trippy, think of like the mind and it playing tricks on you and things like that, and I find it all very interesting. But yeah, I like this. I like this remake here. This version is good in my eyes. Next we have, for your consideration, hello, just yesterday I did a video responding to the Oscar nominations. And what is this movie about? It's about a movie that gets the tiniest bit of Oscar buzz, and then everybody gets a really big head about it, and they all think they're going to be nominated for Oscars, and on nomination morning, none of them are, except for the one person who wasn't getting any sort of talk at all, and this guy right here. Sorry, I just spoiled the ending. Spoilers. But yeah, I love this movie. This is a Christopher Guest movie, and I'm trying to think. This one probably is my favorite because of the whole Oscars aspect. But Best in Show was good. Waiting for Guffman is one that I was not as, I guess, into the first time I watched it. But that's the movie. Not counting Spinal Tap, because Spinal Tap is Rob Reiner. But with Christopher's films, I think Guffman was my first one, or Best in Show. I think Guffman. Was it Guffman? I don't know. One of those two are my first. But Guffman, this girl that I don't think we were dating. I don't even know if we were. I mean, we weren't dating, but I don't know if I think she was interested. I don't know. But anyway, she showed me Waiting for Guffman, and I wasn't as into it as her, where it was like her favorite movie. But as time has gone on, like Christopher Guest, I've just grown to love so much more. But this one is my favorite, I would say, of his. I'm having, A Mighty Wind is really good too, but this one's my favorite, and a lot of it has to do with just like the Oscar stuff. I really love the Oscars, so yeah, there we go. Next we have, any children watching? Kick Butt 2, Kick Butt 2. Kids, are you watching this video? Kick Butt 2. This movie got like the 4K treatment, and I don't know why. Like, this movie sucks. I think this movie's so bad. But Mother Russia is awesome. I think Mother Russia's like end scene where she like where Hit Girl takes her down is kind of lame. But I thought she was really cool in this. It feels so disjointed. Like, I just felt like the characters all felt separate and separated, and I didn't like that. What's his name? Evan Peters isn't in it. Wasn't he like replaced with a different actor, or is it a completely different character? But isn't that cool that both Quicksilvers are in this in the first one anyway? Jim Carrey, I don't know. I wanted more from his character or something, but I didn't read the comic that he came from, so maybe all that's accurate. I don't know. I think I wanted more, and it just wasn't happening. The first one, I love the first one so much. This one I bought just as a completist, for completist reasons, but yeah, not for me. But I do remember thinking Mother Russia was awesome. Okay, so how are we gonna rank them? Oh, look, I think I just popped up the way I'm going to rank them. I'm going to go with, for your consideration, number 1. I think it's very funny. I like that type of humor, that mockumentary style that Christopher Guest does, and I think he nails it with this one, and I like all the Oscar related stuff. All of that is good. Then I'm going to go Solaris, number 2. Really like that movie. There are days where I'd probably put it number 1. I don't know. I'm always going to put this at number 1 with this ranking here, but yeah, Solaris number 2, and then Kick Butt will be at number 3, because I just don't think it's a good movie, and I can't believe it has a 4K. There are so many other films. Here, let's get a good look at Jim Carrey there. All right, remember when he like denounced the film? He made it, and then he was like, I cannot support this film because of all the violence in it and gun use and stuff like that. And I was wondering, is that going to help the movie? Because it makes it controversial. And usually, if you point to and bring attention to a controversial film, you get more eyes on it. But I don't know if that happened or not. That's something I always think about with art. If somebody doesn't like a painting or finds it offensive, and then they make a big deal about it, well, now everybody knows about it, and everybody's going to see it. And, you might have been better off not saying anything about it at all, because not a lot of people are going to art galleries. But I just always thought that was kind of interesting. So yeah, here we go. For your consideration, and then Solaris, then Kick Butt. Are my kids watching? Kick Butt 2 is what we're going to go with there. Yeah, I think I might make this the thumbnail, though, because I like the balance here with the stark white in the center, because it looks a little unbalanced if it's on the side, I think. And these movies kind of get lost. This one stands out maybe too much. But the way I'm ranking them is this. For your consideration, Solaris. And then Kick Butt 2. That movie's not good. All right, so my question to you is, have you seen these movies, these 3 right here? And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all 3, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below. And perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.